And that's basically how the Dutch make their money in the modern era of this game, which is something I did not know when I first played as them. So I collapsed their treaty integrity, and then no one was selling stuff to me, and then I was wondering why I suddenly became really poor. That's why. A lesson I learned as Portugal, because I spent my early time on that, building up my treaty integrity, getting these really lucrative trade deals, and then selling them the product of that on the world market at a profit. There is a little bit of speculation going on, but usually the reward is good. Alright, and now we're getting these exchange successful just automatically because offered 2.55 million, requested 1.99. So the value of this is in our favour. And the more deals like this we do, that even though the terms are in our favour and not theirs, that still counts as a successful trade, which increases relations between our countries. And we are still making money from trade. Agriculture, man. If I wasn't having labour problems, I might even be tempted to try and build some more. Alright, coal is just not worth anything, so I'm going to lock you at 100% of demand. 101 then, fine. Metal we do still need to import, but we don't need to import that much because power is still where we're short. Oh, build another power plant. Yeah, we are literally building one at a time, and all of the industrial goods are going to these one at a time because of the presence of our military engineers. So the way engineers work is, yes, they speed up building, but that's because they speed up the absorption rate of the raw materials as they come in. So usually you spend a couple, then you have some left over, so it goes to the next building, and then the next building, the next building. But because we're absorbing so many per day, thanks to the bonuses given to us by the engineers, nothing else is being built at the same time, which is actually good. It's basically how a queue works. You finish the first thing, then you move on to the second. You don't try and do them all in serial, because then nothing gets built. Could still be profitable for the seller too, because the price shown is based off your production cost, and theirs might be a lot lower. That's true, and that's one of the reasons I really try and foster good relations with Indonesia, though I won't need to in this game, and with Malaysia, because I like having access to really, really cheap rubber. They basically produce all the rubber in the game. In fact, I might go and do a deal right now just so we have some in the stockpile. I'm going to request 5 million worth. I'll pay you 12 million, but this is going to improve relations between us, so I will accept that deal. Just quickly check my own finances to see if I have the money. And now we have got a bunch of rubber in our stockpile which we can use for future production. I'm kind of surprised we don't produce any of our own. Because if we go to the rubber overview, anything red produces rubber. You'll notice there is a complete lack of red things over there. Over here, though, very, 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 very high rubber production. And yeah, we should probably try and invest a bit in there. And also Brazil is another rubber producer, though nowhere near as much. So Indonesia, are these rubber producers? They are. So why am I not getting those? Huh. You're not selling me enough rubber there, Dutch East Indies. You do have a lot available. Yeah, I probably didn't need to do that deal with in there. Malaysia. I'm too used to playing as Portugal, where that kind of deal is extremely profitable, because it allowed me to undercut everyone else. That's what I was doing in the YouTuber multiplayer, as I was getting these deals for rubber, then basically buying tons of this rubber very, very cheaply, then either sticking it on the market or using it to produce lots and lots of industrial materials. Production from colonies doesn't show in the blue bar. Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that is why my agricultural production is so high. Because I have not invested in agriculture at all. I have like 2 farms, 3, 4 farms. Actually, I do have a fair few. I have 6 farms. And production. Yeah, see, production-wise, I'm actually pretty low down. Trying to see where Indonesia is. Dutch East Indies. I'm pretty sure it does show in there. And likewise with petroleum. My petroleum production is these 2 oil pumps. That is definitely not 110,000 a day. No way. Research breakthrough. Aha! Tank Tech 37. So hopefully that's going to lead to some better tank technologies. No, it led to absolutely none. Cool. Let's do commercial food production. So that we can get the logistics tech. And also electrocardiology and modern clothing have almost finished. And power grid is still climbing up there. Unfortunately, power grid just takes so long. It takes about 3 years at full research efficiency, which we are still maintaining. Ah, development's only 9 million a day at the moment. It was like 15 for a while. And we are earning money, so I think we can go ahead and pay off another loan. And is one more of these done? Halfway. And aha, anti-tanks. So I think 2 of you need to come up here to Zwolle. In fact, I might even just entrench you in Enschede. I'm going to do that. I'm going to entrench you in Enschede. Because I am a little bit worried about a tank blitzkrieg. And then maybe heal in here with the other 2. And these are super modern anti-tanks. Like they will do a lot of damage. And that 1 random infantry can just go ahead and reserve here. Good. How's our military goods production looking? Not great. We could definitely do with some more military goods production. Unfortunately, they are so sodding expensive to develop. Need to sort out the rest of my economy first, though. These 2 are so close to being finished. So close. Oh, this is so aggravating. Why is this so bad? We can pay off another loan. Oh, the money we are making here from this agriculture is phenomenal. It is the only thing keeping our economy afloat right now. And there we go, research breakthrough. We have got modern clothing, which is going to increase the output of consumer goods. So our consumer goods production is now more efficient than it was. Electronic image broadcasting leads to the photon thingy to improve particle detectors to... yeah, these don't really seem to be doing anything. So, no. Medical, we have nothing. Technology, we could get some more of. Early naval electronics leads to better naval vessels. I know that. We could get the Siderius AA guns. Oh no, no we can't. Artillery, not any better. AT, not particularly great. Infantry, definitely not. Aircraft, we could get the tactical bomber and then sell the design. Navy, no, definitely not. I think I might get the tactical bomber and then sell the designs to whoever I can. Oh, that requires metal alloy airframes. Right, that's what that icon there means. In which case, Armour Designs 2 leads to new tank types. Artillery Improvements 38 is better artillery and better AA. Torpedo, carrier, improve AA. You know what, let's get the improved AA guns because that is one of the ones that is required by the AA gun that we're trying to produce. And then we can sell those. Meanwhile, how's this doing? 22 days remaining. Critical product shortage. Yeah, we are having problems with consumer goods. And there's the other research thing. So we have electrocardiography. Excellent. Does that lead to more medical techs? Yep. Blood transfusions. Healthcare rating up +1. Let's do that. because I think blood transfusions are actually a yeah, World War I technology, which we totally should have had already. And my hope with that is it will make our country more positive to move to, makes the domestic rating increase, so we have less immigration. Because we need population, we need people in our factories, damn it. Diplomatic offer from the French. That seems to be entirely reasonable. I will accept that. Thank you, France. Labour shortage at 2.7. Alright, so that's going down slightly. France, are you willing to do any more treaty agreements with me? So, for example, line of sight? Nope. Transit? Nope. Free trade? Nope. Never mind, then. We've already got deals with you. Pretty sure we've got deals with all of these guys. Yep. So our proto-European Union is actually really effective in like free trade, free movement of labour. It's very progressive. It's just too bad that none of the big boys have subscribed to it. Mexico increases tariffs on the US. Mexico has announced they're increasing tariffs on imported goods from the United States between 100 and 200%, depending on the item. Wow. That is pretty restrictive. $1938. There's still a couple of German units. Oh, those are elites. Brandenburgers. And Pioneer here. Yeah, we definitely need to get these fortifications done as soon as possible. I should start with the one in Emmen. No, starts with the one in Enschede. I'm trying to remember what order they get built in. Because I'll just go and park my engineers on top of them so it gets done as soon as possible. But I am a little bit concerned that we're going to run out of military goods with all of those fortifications that we're building. And also we're going to need to shift in some more elite guards and things to hold those positions. Thankfully I have been investing in as long-range artillery as I can and a good air force. Don't know how it's going to compare to like the German Air Force, but they're super advanced. And we have 7 of them now. But they probably just outnumber us in the sky, because I think they have like 4 air production facilities to my 1. Romania is becoming a pretty good trading partner. These cost military goods? They did. You know what? I am going to cancel the production of one of these naval facilities which never got built. I'll leave the others. There we go. That's one more of the power plants done. How's that affecting my power output? Not really. We're still extremely short. I dramatically underestimated the amount of power that factories use. I was warned about it. Someone in chat was saying you need to get some more power stuff, and I was like, hey, I'll be fine. It wasn't fine. Uh-oh, we're making less... Oh no, we're still making a small fortune. Probably because my construction fees are higher. Yeah, 6 million a day. We're still making a lot of money from agriculture though. Oh no, the price has dropped slightly. Or the price differential. Timber has become more valuable. Petroleum not much. Coal not much. Metal is... which is unfortunate because I'm having to import it. Uranium is not even worth looking at. Difference between... for power is pretty good. 800, 400, 500. Other people must be increasing the amount of food production that they have. Who's this? This is an infantry unit. I am going to reserve you here. And we're going to need to take another loan soon. The price of this construction is pretty high. And also I need to reduce my spending to 5 million. I'm okay with the minister constantly increasing like that. Like, that is actually what I want him to do. So I can manually go in there and say, yeah, it's a bit too much, and then change it. But if my economy is just growing, just on its own, and he wants to increase spending, that's totally fine. I'm okay with that. It's just that my domestic approval right now is kind of low. Hitler promotes himself. Hitler resolved growing tensions between his cabinet and the German army today by naming himself the supreme commander of the German armed forces, forcing both Field Marshal Werner von Blomberg and General Werner von Fritsch to retire. With the fall of the Austrian government, German troops have today entered Austria without resistance, effectively annexing Austria into the Third Reich. Hitler himself crossed the border this afternoon at Brunau, his birthplace. Okay. And we have some facilities completed. Oh, up here in Groningen. Cool. Those got built quickly. Let's move you over to Emmen. Get those done. Hitler promotes himself. Yeah, we read that. Agriculture is making us less money. Well, it did today. How's it done now? 8 million. Still 12 million profit, which is actually slightly up, which is good. But I'm concerned by how much of a deficit we're running. After this is done, we're not building anything else for a while, because we just need to let things just recover. I'm just looking around to see where stuff is being built. Emmen we want to get done. Enschede we want to get done. Emmen will be the one that's taking the priority right now, because they'll be absorbing the most industrial goods. We're at 1,000, which is the doing of power. So because our power supply has increased, our production output has also increased. We're still not getting any consumer goods, though. And that's concerning. We're less than halfway still on power grid. Ah! Our industry could be so much more efficient with more power. In fact, we should probably just turn off a factory or two, because we're going to be paying costs for them being activated, aren't we? In fact, let's not do it from here. Let's go... Wait, what? Let's not resume. That's what I meant. We should go here. I'm going to turn off one or two of these. Those we're leaving on. These we're leaving on. We'll see if that changes the power situation at all. And we'll see if that makes everything else more efficient. Find out tonight. Nope. It has in fact reduced the amount of industrial goods we're producing. Let's turn off one more. Because we still need to emphasize the amount of industrial goods we are getting. But I'm annoyed by the amount of consumer goods we have, because this is just tanking our domestic approval for no reason. Let them produce stuff, please. No? Still not. God damn it. Fine, one more. You probably lack industrial goods too to build consumer goods. Well, in the industrial goods raw materials thing, it was electric power was red. Oh, it is now saying industrial. For goodness sake. Alright, we'll turn them on again. In which case, the problem is probably just the fact that we're using all the engineers here. We need to just let them build in their own time. How's military goods? 16,000. Ah. Right, back you off. We will reserve you in Zwala, and we can grab you if we need you again. Labour is 2.7 million. Consumer goods shortage, yeah, thanks. I am aware of the problems that we are facing right now. We've got another fighter. Reserve. A little bit unnerved by the lack of German forces on our border. I really wish I could see more of the French border, but unfortunately I can't. Yeah, electric power and industrial goods are short. I can't win. Coal industry is pretty electric power hungry. We'll turn 2 of them off. And petrol is extremely hungry. So we'll turn 2 of them off. Timber, it's fine. Yeah, timber and agriculture are okay. And rubber requires military goods? Really? Okay. Right, raw materials is the thing that I should have been looking at while I was doing all those calculations. You may call me an idiot, because I definitely feel like it right now. Being even more of an idiot. Agriculture, no. Rubber, no. Timber, raw materials, none. Oil, raw materials, none. May as well just leave it on. Whoops. Coal, raw materials, none. May as well leave them on. Except for manpower. Iron, raw materials, none. Leave them on. No, it's already on. I have 39 coal power. Wait, one's under construction? Where? Where is there one under construction? Oh, it's there. Never got finished. It was Waller. I have a job for you. Mounted infantry, engineers, mounted engineers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just going to stick them there real quick. Coconut milk in tea, yay or nay? Depends what tea, but probably nay. Can you buy electrical power in barrels like Ben Magnus does? Yes, but no one seems to have any, because apparently industry in this era is just really inefficient. How's everyone else's debt burden doing compared to mine? Australia 1.8, Dutch East Indies 1.3. They've actually paid off a bunch of it. Indochina 1.3, Canada 1.2, Netherlands 1 billion. You know what? I think it's time for me to exploit you again. You know how you have lots of money? Well, that money belongs to me, rightfully. And no, I'm not going to give you anything in return. Oh, thank you! That's very kind of you. I will put that to good use, paying off the stuff I owe other people. Because they've paid off 500 million since I last checked, so they're doing something right. Or else they're lending to me. Which is also possible.